you're in your 30s or 40s and haven't started investing yet, don't panic. I want you to do one thing. Grab a calculator. I'll show you why starting now will give you the same advantage as someone starting younger, and how one number could change everything. Be aware, you haven't missed your shot, you've just misunderstood the game. And once you see what we uncovered working with hundreds of late start investors, it will flip your whole approach to wealth building. And the numbers, they'll back it all up and reveal something most investors completely miss. A question you have likely pondered: is it too late to start making sizable gains in the stock market? Your 20s were a blur, career took off, kids came, mortgages got signed, and before you knew it, a decade or two vanished. Now you see younger investors bragging on social media about their portfolios, and you're thinking, did I miss my window? So here's what's going on. Everyone's asking how to get rich, but almost no one asks how much is enough to retire comfortably if you start investing late. In a moment, I'll show you the only 4 numbers that truly matter. Some of the most successful investors we've worked with didn't buy a single stock until their 40s, and they're now on track to retire very comfortably. Let me take you back a few years. One of our clients, let's call him Joe, came to us in his early 40s. He was a high-earning professional, smart, disciplined, but very frustrated. He spent years trying to time the market, chasing meme stocks, hopping in and out of trades because, well, some guy on social media told him to. And after all that effort, his portfolio was flat. In fact, it was actually worse. It was red. He told us, "I feel like I'm too old to figure this out. I wish I had a proper strategy a decade ago." But instead of writing himself off, we told him he just needs a different approach. We started by telling him to fill in our wealth calculator. Joe plugged in $20,000 as his saved amount. His desired amount by retirement was $500,000, and he planned to save a further $200 a month for the next 20 years when he would like to retire. And the numbers came back. He didn't need to make big changes to achieve his goal, just a 13.69% average annual return. And with the right system, that was absolutely within reach. What attracted him was our simple and repeatable strategy that has an average annual return of over 30%. If he could tap into that, he would even exceed his retirement goals. He accepted that he was making all the classic mistakes that ultimately kill one's performance. He didn't need a miracle. He didn't need 50 different stocks. He just needed a 13.69% average annual return and consistency. Now, when you hear Joe's story, you'll realize it's not just his story. It might be yours too. And if you're thinking, I made some of those same mistakes, that's not a flaw. It's the beginning of your transformation. Now, here's where the stakes get real. If you don't invest, inflation will eat away at your savings. You're handing over your future to things that you ultimately cannot control. If your money just sits in a bank account, well, you know it's not growing, it's shrinking. But if you invest in the stock market with a long-term mindset, you take back control. You decide your future. Now, let's talk about the real villain here: day trading. Everywhere you look, someone's telling you to chase the next big thing. Get in, get out, repeat. But here's the truth they won't tell you. Most retail traders lose money, not because they're dumb, but because they're playing the wrong game. Day trading is not investing, far from it. First of all, it's a full-time job with full-time stress, and the odds, most importantly, stacked very much against you. It's like trying to win a Formula One race in a go-kart. Instead, we teach a proven approach: trend following. It's simple, it's scalable, and it's built for people with actual lives, not full-time screen watchers. You just need a strategy that follows the strongest trends in the strongest stocks, and you stick to it. Just a clean, effective system that works while you go live your life. Now, remember Joe? Joe keeps investing according to the calculator. He sticks to the system. He lets compounding do the heavy lifting. And the best part, he no longer checks the market 10 times a day. he sleeps better, spends more time with his family, and knows exactly where he's headed financially. That's the real transformation. Not just more money, but more freedom. So here's your next step. Use our free wealth calculator. Plug in your numbers. It will show you the exact annual return you need to hit to achieve your goal. And if that return looks low, great, you can play it safe. If it looks high, we show you how to aim higher with our trend following strategy that targets market beating results. You're not the only one starting later. Most of our community started in their 30s or 40s, some even in their 50s. And the good news, that late start often means more income, more financial control, and fewer bad habits to unlearn. Starting late doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're experienced, focused, and ready to build wealth with purpose. You don't need to play catch up. You just need the right strategy, one that rewards consistency over chaos and clarity over hype. To do it right, you need to know what you're investing in. And that's exactly why I created this next video. How I found the most profitable stocks after analyzing 50,000. Inside, I'll walk you through the exact process we use to filter out noise, spot high-performing trends, and focus on only the stocks that actually move the needle.